Shares in Europe carmakers took a hit on Friday, following U.S. CEO Donald Trump card redoubled his threats of tariff versus their cars. Mr. Trump card tweeted how the U.S. would location a 20% importing tax on Europe cars, if the EU's tariff and impeding are not break downward quickly and remote. Shares in BMW, Daimler, Porsche and Volkswagen every omitted more than rather than 1%, up restoring land. Mr. Trump card's commentary came among a U.S. domestic safety censor of car imports. Mr. Trump card start up the inquiry recent monthly, order the Trade Division to define if car imports are a hazard to domestic safety. The U.S. accompanied a such trial for the steel and aluminum production, that led it to levy tariff on the overseas metals the springtime. The EU, China, Mexico, Canada and India are amongst the places how include plans to answer or include already made so. The judgment to extend the Trump card authorities' trading disputes to overseas car manufacturers has go by flame of several in the U.S. convention, as so as lot industry hall groups. At a listening the 1 week, Sen. Orrin Hatchway, a Republic of Utah, told he was dazed how the Trump card authority was studying the domestic safety hazard of car imports, that is alleged to influence on $200 billion cost of imports. He told the censor alienates allies and tariff would conduct to job losses and enlarged expenses in the U.S. U.S. Trade Secretariat Wilbur Ross confident the congressional pain how down there has been no judgment done on if to encourage tariff. We're in the previous stages of the trial, he told. He told Thursday how the Trade Division hopes to full the inquiry by the end of July or August. The EU shipped nearly $50 billion in vehicles and automatically components to the U.S. recent year, in approximately part upcoming of Germany. Cars of the UK taken into account for on $9 billion, onto the Peterson Institution for World Economy, a Washington believe pot. The organization estimates how a 25% rate on overseas vehicles and components for them, arrogant the U.S. does not grant exemptions to several countries, would conduct to the losing of on 195,000 jobs in the U.S. Shares in main Europe car companies were already on end due to trading tensions. Daimler over the 1 week alerted how it expects reduced turnover of Mercedes cars due to attacks on the importing of U.S. vehicles in China.